Hello guys, Shadow Cyber here. Today I'm doing another episode of my Shadow Cyber episode review, but this episode is just a little different, guys. Instead of talking about one episode of a show like I usually do with Amphibia only, I'm going to be talking about a full season of a show, which is a Cuphead show. Now guys, of course, spoiler warning, because I'm sure if you guys haven't already seen it, you're going to want to see it, as I binge watched the whole season today when it actually came out. But spoiler warning, of course, guys. Please, if you don't want to learn about the Cuphead show, even though it's not really in depth, come off the video, guys. Watch the thing and come back later. Anyway, for all who are left, let's begin. Anyway, guys, as I was saying earlier, the Cuphead show is much different than anything I've reviewed because it's a whole season I'm going to be reviewing. Now, what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to review the whole season really quickly, like 5 minutes, leave out a lot of stuff, just my favorite parts of what they've done to the show, and just the idea of Cuphead in general. And then if it seems like it's watched enough people want to, I'm probably going to do an in-depth each episode and saying parts about it. Anyway, guys, enough delay. Let me begin with the first part of this new Cuphead show I am super excited about. The part I'm really excited about is that they've thrown away a lot of the original ideas. And not necessarily that throwing away ideas is a good thing, but I like how they've made the Cuphead show almost its own identity. And the thing I like to compare it most to is Big City Greens, because it's a show with a villain, of course, in the background, but it really focuses on the two characters. In some episodes, there's just nothing going on. Instead of the whole show being about them getting the powers, they're going to every island and doing all the fighting. It feels a lot more calm, more close to home, instead of, the game approach. One of the main things that showed this to me was when they had the Carnival. Never in the game, to the best of my knowledge. It was a completely new idea, which I think is just so cool for the show. Like a carnival that a lot of soul stuff. It's really weird. Instead of the casino, I think it was a very interesting design choice, but definitely I prefer it a lot more. Now, nothing completes the show like a good antagonist, guys. And here we have the Devil, who's very interesting. A very comedic yet threatening villain. The main reason I like how the Devil was done is because he doesn't make the show too serious and at the same time doesn't make it too light. With his powers, he's incredibly threatening. With fire, transformations, it's pretty crazy. Yet, many times he still struggles to capture just two simple cups and mugs the main part of the story that's new. Cuphead lost his soul by playing Soul Ball, accidentally being hit by Mugman, and apparently if you lose Soul Ball, you lose your soul, which, kind of context clues. And when he lost his soul by accident because the Devil came, the Devil is now after their souls because they basically captured every soul in deck except theirs. So it's not like they're working for the Devil or anything. This time they're just trying to run away from him. The final part I really want to talk about quickly in this season before I get to the really end part, which is the characters, is I like how they brought back characters in a new light. Ribby and Croak, I hope I'm saying that right, from the boss battles, the Root Pack, and Elder Kettle, who in my opinion got a pretty small role in the original game, so I'm very glad he's gonna get to do stuff here. Also, Pork Rind, who got a small role, but I don't really care about him. He doesn't really like the cups and mugs, so what can you say about him? He just hates them. He's like a shop owner. Not much really changed. And one main reason afterwards why I said I don't believe this is a show review, I'm reviewing the Cuphead show, the full show, and it's pretty much guaranteed this is only a season 1 of what's more to come, is because of how many things they've left out. Even in the very opening, you can see a lot more of the characters, none of which have been seen in any actual episodes. Then King Dice is a special case. I really like King Dice's personality. Probably by now, if you care about the Cuphead show, you know that. He's voiced by Wayne Brady. And a very nice personality. He had really one episode to really show off, writing him into the Devil, really interesting, and then pretty much replaced him. Right now he was gone after that episode after messing up to get the soul, and we just don't know where he is now, which is very, very annoying because, as I said before, really nice character. Then the final part of this review I'd like to talk about before I'm done and we let the views talk, guys. Miss Chalice, very interesting character. The only character I believe in the show, that main character, at least I believe, she will become one because she only had one episode so far. That was not originally the game, was part of the DLC, and the DLC for Cuphead, I don't even know if that is out yet. Either way, one of the most interesting characters yet, guys. So, in the episodes, we learn she's basically a con, and she puts on a smile, she does a little dance, and gets pretty much anything she wants whenever for free. And in the episode, which is actually the season finale, Cuphead comes along with Mugman, and they basically follow her around to learn how she gets all this free stuff. They learn she's a con, and they basically say that they're into trouble as well. She helps teach them stuff, and why I find her so interesting is, one, she kind of betrays them and feels bad about it, so she probably will be coming back to help them. The part that made me go, whoa, is when she turned into a ghost as she was escaping, which I think is absolutely crazy, because as you guys probably know, in the game, she started off as this ghost who was in a mausoleum, I believe, and then turning into a full-fledged character. The interesting part is that because she can turn into a ghost, this means she's actually one of the few who actually kept a power from the game, which is very interesting. Many things can happen with this. She can either, turn into this more often to help them. Cuphead and Mugman may get the powers of, their shooting fingers back. So many things can be done. I just think it's so interesting of all the features of the game to bring this back, guys. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this very quick review, guys. Remember, nothing that important, nothing that grand, just some basic points I wanted to touch over about the Cuphead show. Very excited to see it. And remember, guys, if you guys hit the like button, subscribe, I'll know if you guys want to see more in-depth episodes about this show. Sorry for the low quality, guys. A lot of these had to be pictures because obviously copyright and such. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys have a nice cup, mug, or chalice-shaped day.